Hey there, welcome to part 3 of If You Go Down to the Woods. And tonight we are discussing nature versus man. I am joined by some awesome folks tonight. First off, we have the gorgeous, the wonderful, fantastic Jen Mitchell and her son.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm stuck with him. We have the elegant and always fantastic Ethel Cross. We have the lovable, likable, and always legendary Soulless Trenchcoat. And we're joined by a new face tonight, DMC Campbell. Thanks for
Thank
coming,
you.
dude. I seen your channel. You do some awesome stuff, and it's wicked to have you on board. So I'm going to do.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sorry, Daniel. One.
I just said thank you, sir.
You're welcome. But before we get into the actual nitty gritty about the movies, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think when you think nature versus man in horror? Jen, Christian, what do you think when you think of nature versus man in horror?
Well, it's primal. That's what I think of. It's very primal. Again, there's something raw and earthy about it, and it's like it's bronze, but you also need your brains. But in some cases, you need your bronze more. They're good. They're good movies. It really earthy. It's something. It appeals to the earthiness in us. Our lizard brain. That's what it
lizard
feels.
brain kind of feels.
Yeah, it really has a lizard brain. What about you?
I pretty much agree with you. Yeah.
Just take my answer.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
But Ethel, when you think of nature versus man in horror, what comes to mind? What kind of scenarios and what movies kind of pop into your head?
It's basically when animals attack out in the wilderness. You know, that's basically the plot. That, or it's like weather and stuff attacking you, like nature itself is attacking you. You know,
Mother Nature.
Frenchie, when you think of nature versus man in horror, what movies come to mind?
I think of either accidents where people wind up in places they shouldn't be, and then they gotta fight for survive, and it's not their fault. Or two, people are stupid and decide, let's go fuck with the animals, and then are so upset when the animals start attacking them. And then are like, why are we being attacked? Well, maybe you shouldn't have killed their babies, whatever you were doing.
Like Grizzly 2.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot at baby animals with PNGs of bullets. You don't want
for fuck's sake. Daniel, when you think of man versus nature, what's the concept that comes to mind? What's the idea that comes to mind?
Well, I just think respecting nature and not turning your back on it for a moment, in regards to animals and all that shit.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm going to start off with the 1993 schlock classic that stars Seth Green and Carlton from
Yes,
Fresh
that
Prince.
one.
Ticks. So have any of you guys seen Ticks?
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw it last night.
Yep. No.
Daniel, if you could give us an overview of Ticks and give us what you think the highlights were, because you're a new guest. I'll give you first kind of dibs on your thoughts on it.
Well, it's just basically about this dope grower, and he uses steroids to boost the growth, and the runoff runs down into a underground and falls on this like larvae tick egg, causes it to grow, and then all hell breaks loose. Ticks start going everywhere.
Had you any favorite character or moment or part in it, or?
The movie appealed to me because it does have a New Zealand actress in it called Rosalind Allen. She appeared on Sequest DSV in the second season. I think her name was Wendy, one of the doctor on the submarine. So.
And was there any sequence you thought was cool, or was there any effects or any kind of scenes that you liked, or?
I love when they when they took the dog to the vet, and you saw the tick, burst out and run around the room with the syringe stuck in it. I thought that was awesome.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy scene as well. It was really squishy. Ethel, have you seen this one?
Yeah, I saw this one a while back. I think it was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Any parts of the plot or anything you thought was interesting or crazy or strange?
I just, to me, it felt like a ripoff of that Mosquitoes movie, although that might have come after the fact.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I think it was.
Giant blood-sucking bugs. That's always good for a movie. That'll drive your characters.
Originally, I think this movie was called Infested because
that's right.
Clint Howard, that's his name, kind of screams that as he's like filled with the fucking.
Oh, good old Clint. Yeah.
Ethel, had you any favorite scene or part or anything that you thought stood out or kind of made this movie made you enjoy this movie even more? Did you enjoy this movie though? Actually.
Well, on that special level, I enjoy movies that aren't particularly well put together. On that level, yeah.
And was there any kind of character moment or creature moment or silly moment that you were like, oh, this is fantastic?
Well, you guys already mentioned it, but the stuff with the dog and the syringe, so that was kind of fun.
I loved one of the characters in it. I think he was like a dope grower called Sir, and he kept combing his hair all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. He had an ascot, didn't he? He had an ascot on. He was like, he was supposed to be a hardened criminal, but he looked like someone who'd run an art gallery. I was like, what the fuck?
I think he's the brother of Richard Lynch. That's appeared in some movies. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Well, Trench, have you seen this one?
No, I have not, but it's on the list.
Okay. I'd suggest checking it out. I think you'd enjoy it. Jen, Christian, what's your thoughts on Ticks?
Ticks is just what Jason said. It's a lot of fun. I have a special memory with this movie because my mother, roaches and ticks just totally gross her out. And the first time I watched this movie, we watched it super late one night, and she was just freaking out and the ticks, and she was just going, ew. And I was just going there, sitting there, just being like, wow, I really like this movie. It's campy, but there's something else to this movie.
It's a great kind of throwback. I always get the vibe, especially with some of the bits towards the end of the film. It gets me a big vibes the kind of 50s teenager kind of horrors, I was a teenage werewolf, stuff like that.
Yes.
I always got that vibe from it.
But it has a little bit more of a serious tone.
But yeah,
a little more
with
than
the sensibility of and feel of the 90s.
Yes, I would totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's a fun movie. It's just fun. And then you've got Seth Green.
Yeah, you got Seth Green. You got Carlton is hardcore gangbanger.
I always forget.
I had to laugh. It's obvious Alfonso Rivera.
Carlton Banks.
He wanted to kind of get out of the fucking the shadow of Carlton, and it's like, it's this inner city kid who likes throwing hatchets at signs and
hardcore.
He's a hardcore, stone cold motherfucker.
Well, he tried to make out that he was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they wanted you to think, at least. Yeah.
They kind of failed.
Meanwhile, everyone was like, Carlton.
How cute.
Do a dance, silly man. Do a dance.
Yeah, I wish he broke out into that dance in the film. Yeah.
Well, he broke out into a giant tick, Daniel. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's nearly just as good.
If you run into Alfonso and
ticks were great. Oh, sorry, Ethel.
I was gonna say, if you run into Alfonso in person, make sure you don't mention Carlton, because he will legit get pissed off. I had a friend who met him at a casino, and they were all good until he started asking him questions and called him Carlton by accident, and he flipped out.
But that's like bumping into David Duchovny and going, "Hey, fucking, you were awesome as Fox Mulder." Don't fucking say that. But yeah,
Night Raider.
Jen, Christian, had you any favorite scene in this movie?
The whole movie in general, like just the aesthetic of the ticks, especially when they're fat ticks.
Yeah.
There's something. The ticks are always kind of gross anyway. Like, then they get all fat and they're living off of your blood, and there's something very HIV about the whole thing.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Also,
I mean, I really appreciated the special effects, the practical stuff, because the transformation, the big tick was, it reminded me of the transformation of Hellraiser, Frank.
It was really fucking gory and sinewy. Also, big shout out to Jason and Ben. We're in the chat.
Hi guys.
Ben says that one scene where Clint Howard falls on Amy and explodes in her face.
That's great.
That is a good one.
Oh gosh, but yeah, no, fucking, I'm actually getting itchy thinking about the fucking movie. But
Maybe ticked on you somewhere.
yeah, probably.
Psychosomatic.
But anything else to say before we move on to the next movie, guys?
Just that people should check it out. If it's one they're hesitant, they think it's just like it's schlock, but it's a
fun,
high caliber.
I liken it much to like something like Lake Placid or something. Like it's schlocky and it knows what it is, but it's having a lot of fun with, and it's kind of highbrow about it.
Yeah.
Or Bats. Bats is probably the best comparison.
Yeah.
Oh God, Bats. That should be on this. Too.
Okay, well, wait. That's when we get to the bottom of the barrel, Ethel. When we literally start scraping the bottom of the barrel. Moving on to a 70s classic, and we're probably just going to discuss the follow-up. I enjoyed this movie. The sequel, well, Jen and Christian can talk about the sequel. So, Ethel, have you seen Grizzly?
Oh yeah, fucking big ass grizzly bear. Attacking people. Yelling.
What? Give us a rundown of the plot and what you thought was the highlight. If you thought there was anything good about the movie.
It's essentially Jaws in the woods, except it's not like 4th of July. I mean, essentially.
Had you any favorite scene or any gory kill or any ridiculous bit in it?
Not particularly. I mean, it was just I barely remember it because I'd seen it such a long time ago. But
that's not the reason why you don't remember it, Ethel.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
There's other reasons why you don't remember it.
Like that. Block it from your memory. It's like it's that thing where you block it from your memory because you're like, oh God, that was the film.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was.
Yeah, I did. Got on Blu-ray, so I must have enjoyed it.
Yeah. Ooh, Blu-ray. I wonder if it looks better on Blu-ray.
Maybe it looks better on Blu-ray.
Trench, have you seen this movie? Trenchy.
Earth
I
to
think
Trench.
I think Trenchy.
He's got
He's
got the cat.
Oh, the cat's with him. Okay. What was I going to say? Daniel, your thoughts on the movie?
I really enjoyed it. The horrific scene that stood out to me was the little boy. His arm got, well, not his arm, sorry, his leg got taken off, and it was just horrific to see. So, and it was sort of like similar comparison to the Kittner boy in Jaws.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it. I liked the fact the bear decapitated a horse and they had to use a bazooka.
I
thought that was like fucking sweet. And the fucking so-called bear expert, he thought if he pretended to be dead, he'd be grand. He just dug himself out
Yeah.
of the hole, and the bear fucking ate him anyway.
I thought
that
he was going to
fucking brilliant.
survive, actually, so it was a bit of a surprise because he was kind of like Hooper off Jaws.
Well, Jen, Christian, what's your thoughts on Grizzly, the original Grizzly?
Oh God, we do know Grizzly. We had to do it for Shark Week because, of course,
this was the first movie we reviewed for Shark Week.
Yeah.
year.
The scene with the little boy, like, God help me, I found it funny.
That was funny. Yeah,
Like, I
but
did.
we're also those fucked up people that laugh at this stuff.
Yeah, we are. Go ahead.
I have no idea.
Okay, I thought I heard someone talking. I'm sorry. The voice is in my head. This movie is a movie that we put it on and watched it. We watched the laugh track because
we watched the riff. This movie this movie was given us so little to work with. We literally watched the riff tracks instead of the actual movie. It's the only time we've ever done that because it's competently made, but ultimately I feel it's just kind of boring and forgettable. Like it's a Jaws knockoff beat for beat, but without any of the creativity of a lot of the other Jaws knockoffs of the 70s.
yeah.
But I will agree with I do love Bear getting the fucking horse. That was kind of amazing.
I love the rocket launcher scene at the end.
Jen, Christian, if you had to decide, if someone put a gun to your head and gave you the option to watch the original Grizzly or Grizzly 2, the uncut, the recut version, the new recut version, which are you going to watch?
The first one. Never again. No.
Grizzly 2.
Oh God, no. Grizzly 2. Never.
Since we're on the topic, guys, how about you give us a rundown of Grizzly 2? Christian, give us a rundown of Grizzly 2 there, sir.
Okay, so this movie is about it's about the environment, and it's about hunters killing bear cub stock footage. Sorry, not to confuse people. Yeah, bear cub stock footage with PNG bullets and blood spray.
At a rock concert.
Because
environmental
that doubles as a rave. And
two different rock concerts set in 2 different decades.
Yeah. And
but it's supposed to be the same one.
Yeah. And John Rhys Davies and hey, look, George Clooney and
Charlie Sheen for 2 seconds.
Yeah, brand.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
No. We're not going to do that to anybody. There was the most and I had to pay $1.99 to rent it on Amazon Prime, and I was like, fuck it. Not only do I not get back this part of my life, but I also don't get back my money.
Yeah, give me a refund, God damn it.
Trench, are you back?
Paging
Trenchy.
Mr. Soulless trench coat.
He's still got the cats.
Okay. I'd recommend the first Grizzly. I know you guys think it's a bit slow and a bit forgettable. I don't know. I just enjoy it. Mainly because I like stories like this. Like there's a great 2000 AD comic called Shaco about a fucking a polar bear that eats a CIA hard drive and a strike team are put out to catch him. It's fucking wonderful. But yeah. I like bear attack movies. There's another movie called Prophecy. I don't know. Ethel, have you seen Prophecy? Not the one with Christopher Walken.
No, the 1979. You got a mutant bear, and he's friggin' tearing shit, and he's nude, no hair. Very strange.
It's essentially Man Bear Pig.
Yep.
It's essentially Man Bear Pig. And the other thing I can remember is Armand Asante playing a Native American.
Yup.
The fact that Grizzly made a profit was, made a pretty decent amount. So even though it was riding off Jaws.
Yeah. I think Grizzly's worth checking out, and if maybe Grizzly's too slow for you and Grizzly 2 is just a fucking mindfuck, maybe check out Prophecy.
I would agree. I'd agree with that.
And that's one I don't hear until you mentioned it. That's one I don't hear thrown around that much.
Yeah, not many people remember it.
Yeah, so it's a good undercover gem, undiscovered gem.
So Ethel, because of the Star Trek connection, I don't know. Ethel, have you seen this one?
Oh yes, many a time. You got Bones with a mustache. Bones with a
Okay.
mustache.
So Ethel, give us the rundown on this classic.
All right. Well, sometimes you have a problem with an invasive species, and you hunt them, and then sometimes that invasive species gets ginormous, and then they start flopping around all sorts of silly cardboard models of towns, and only Bones can help you. Only Dr. McCoy can get you out of this problem. He's great.
Ethel, had you any favorite scene or part?
I like the beginning narrative where they're talking about how the rabbits are a plague and the lepus, and they want to make sure that they let the audience know that lepus means rabbit. You got to know that.
I just like the use of the scientific term, because you can't really say night of the bunnies or night of the rabbits, and even that they're humongous, they're still fucking adorable. I mean, there's a bit where they attack a cabbage field, and it's so obvious they're eating little Brussels sprouts because they've like Brussels sprouts as stand-ins for cabbages. I love that.
It's adorable. And not to throw too many movies at us at once, so we're trying to talk about this one, but I always am reminded of another movie that takes place with an animal epidemic in the desert kind of area with another Star Trek star. Of course, talking about Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner.
Yes. That's an amazing movie. I love that movie.
Wait, Kristen doesn't like spiders.
Yeah, I'm never going to be talking about spiders on here.
They used real spiders, and they made William Shatner really itchy. Like, that's the fun thing. The whole movie.
Did they actually run over real spiders?
Yeah. They killed a couple.
Or there was before.
Good, fuck them.
Yeah, I probably would have done that too. Yeah.
Right. At least they're only spiders. That's not as bad as what happened on Milo and Otis.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what happened there?
Rumor has it 2 pugs were killed and 20 kittens were killed, and they deliberately broke one of their paws so that they would hobble around all funny.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Those people need to be put in fucking jail.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
We can't confirm it though. These are just rumors. They're from the Australian Humane Society. It was the one who made the accusations. The American Humane Society could not confirm, and the Japanese studio that did it straight up denied that there were any problems. So,
but it's funny how the rumors have always persisted. Like, that's not exactly, nail hard evidence, but it is funny how I've heard those rumors since I was a kid, because my mom wouldn't let me watch it. She's like, and I'm like, why? And she's like, those animals are all dead.
I owned it on VHS, and I used to love that movie as a kid, ignorant of the rumors of what happened and how many animals were really harmed. And like, I just only recently found that out, and I'm like, oh God. Oh God!
It's basically like the children's cannibal holocaust. It's basically the children's
cannibal holocaust for kids.
Yeah, basically.
Brought to you by Disney.
Jesus.
Jen,
Christian, what's? Oh, sorry.
Well, they edited out the bear fight in the American release, because there's a bear fight in the original release where the pug fights a bear, but they've edited that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
A pug fights a bear.
Yes.
That's like me fighting that's like me fighting a mouse. I just step in the fucking thing. What the fuck? That's terrible.
Brutal, but back to the lepus guys. Back to the cute furry bunnies that'll kill us all.
So Ethel, if you were going to plug this movie to someone, what would be your selling point for it?
Giant bunnies. Buns run amok.
Really, that's the only.
And McCoy with a mustache fights the rabbits. McCoy versus the bunnies. Come on. Check it out. You got it. It's like infamous.
Jen, Christian, your thoughts?
This is your baby. I'll let
class.
you
It is
Giant
a classic.
bunnies.
Giant fucking bunnies in Star Trek. It's awesome. How can you not love this movie? It is a classic.
Yeah, and it's the only killer bunny movie I can think of.
Does Holy Grail count?
No, for this argument, no.
Okay, then. As far as I'm aware, yes. At least that are actual living bunnies and not anthropomorphic bunny men or stuffed.
I was gonna say,
or stuffed bunnies. Yes.
Oh, holy shit, guys! I'm just after seeing the poster. Screenplay by Don Holland, Gene Carney, based on a novel called Year of the Angry Rabbit.
Fuck yeah!
There's something to track
That
down.
sounds like a goddamn Nobel Prize winner, man.
Thank God they didn't go with that title.
Daniel, have you seen this one, dude?
I saw half of it, and then I have to admit I turned it off. I got bored. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you not want to stick around to see Dr. McCoy with a mustache battle bunnies?
No, that was enough. Yeah.
Okay. You had your fill. Trenchy, are you still gone?
Yes,
Jesus
I do believe he is.
Okay, so yeah, I seen this. I thought it was fun. I think it's fucking adorable. I don't care what way you try to spin it. There is no fucking way, hope in hell, that you can make giant bunnies be terrifying. You just can't. I'm sorry. They're too fucking adorable. It's just.
What if they're rabid?
What if it's water?
Rabid.
Oh God, not that movie.
What if it's Watership Down bunnies?
No.
Oh fuck! Jesus Christ!
They should have put a giant Easter egg in the movie.
Comes out of the fucking
I'm
egg.
high-fiving you.
This is what happens when you steal their Cadbury cream eggs, guys.
Yep.
What do you expect?
Shit's going down. That's what's happening.
Creamy.
But yeah, is there anything else? Have we missed anything about this masterpiece?
Giant fucking bunnies.
They're so adorable. Let them kill you. They're too cute to not let kill you.
What a way to go.
Okay.
That's where to go. Eaten by giant rabbits.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You do the
moving
on that.
on to Jen's favorite movie.
Mine too. Yep. So,
I know. I love this movie.
Well, like as Sir Mix-a-Lot said, he's Anaconda didn't want none unless he had buns, and Jennifer Lopez, look, he fucking stepped in and displayed
Owen
her
Wilson.
buns.
Yes.
Wow.
Buns, along with the buns of John Voight.
John Voight.
And his amazing buns.
And Owen Wilson. This movie, guys, is it literally, like, and Christian can attest to this. Even though I know it's a fake rubber snake, I still jump at this movie because
You jump at snakes on a plane.
I do jump at snakes on a plane. That is a pissed off anaconda who will kill you and eat you. And John Voight is being fucking evil. He's saying, I'm John Voight and I am going to do evil things. And then, I'm Owen Wilson.
Jen,
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
Jen, I'm approaching this movie like Batman Forever. It's like with Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. The snake, it seems the CG snake and fucking John Voight are trying to outact each other.
They are.
They're trying to see who can be the most ridiculous. And it's fucking neck and neck there. Have you any favorite scenes?
They're
Jen?
babies. Go back to your
I
mom.
think John fun.
That's probably my favorite scene is where it's raining down. Go back to your mom.
See, my favorite scene of many is the scene. It also involves John Voight. I love the fact that when the snake regurgitates John Voight, he just winks.
Oh yeah,
I love that bit. It's so stupid. I love it.
Who can forget? Who can forget though? Fucking Ice Cube's fucking brilliant line. The snakes out there that big.
The snakes out there that big. What the fuck, man?
Also,
British asshole.
Also, big hello to internet, Eric. Hey, dude.
Hey, Eric.
Ethel,
And David,
what's
too.
your thoughts on this Anaconda? Did it get none?
Well, first off, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this had Sliders cast member Carrie Werher in it, a veteran of such schlocky films. And I was surprised because she wasn't naked in this film. I'm like, oh, good, get Carrie, keep your clothes on. Good job, girl. So it had that going for it. It had Jennifer Lopez going for it. John Voight, of course, stand out in this film. He's the hammiest ham that has ever hammed in a movie. It's great, love it. And Owen Wilson, you gotta love this movie, guys. It's just common freaking sense.
Exactly. And I will argue, I think for the time, the special effects in Snakes look pretty good.
It looked
like we rewatched
serviceable.
it, and you even said
serviceable. No, that was Snakes on a Plane. I said
no, it was Anaconda.
No, it was Snakes on a Plane. I said that about.
I still say that they hold up good.
They're okay. They're not.
I can forgive some of that CG because it was at the relatively early stage, so it didn't bother me.
And they did have some physical props in this. Like they did have some giant rubber snakes in this. So I mean, at least they had a little bit of practical going on. So in fact, I think they had an animatronic snake head for part of this movie, like where it's on fire and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like there's another one where it comes up out of the water, and like fucking she puts a picture. Or no, was that the one on fire? Which one gets shot? One of them gets shot in the head. There's two anacondas in this movie. A lot of people forget that.
The one on fire. That's it.
Yeah. The smokestack one gets a pick in the head, and I think another one gets shot repeatedly in the head.
It's a very wet movie. I also want to mention that. It's very wet.
Yeah.
Whole movies are wet.
Rainforest. It gets it right. It gets it right.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy one of the bits of humor in the movie. There was a scene when they go to this abandoned boat, and the captain goes missing, and they're starting to talk about giant anacondas, and Jennifer Lopez says, it probably got lost. And one of the other characters goes, "Oh, wake up! Where do you think he went? A walk in the woods."
I love that line too.
It's a good line. It's a really good line.
He was a great comic relief. The actor, there was a great comic relief in that.
Yeah.
I probably would have said that as well.
Well, it's true.
Daniel, what's your thoughts on Anaconda?
No, I thought it was a great movie. I enjoyed the characters, the comic relief. Ice-T was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
It was schlocky fun. As Ethel says, it's like something that would be on the Sci-Fi Channel.
And I did like Owen Wilson. You saw his body, underwater in the snake. So
yeah. You still recognized Owen Wilson's face through the fucking snake stomach. I also thought it was a nice kind of fucking throwback to kind of cannibal movies in the 80s as well. Just the whole Amazon going up the river kind of Amazon kind of thing, like Apocalypse Now or like fucking Cannibal Holocaust. Like I just like that. I like there isn't many movies set in the fucking kind of that part of the world.
Yeah.
It's a good aesthetic for a film,
Yeah.
It is.
Also the one thing I gotta know is right. John Voight's character Saran, he blew up a wall that was protecting the natives from the anacondas. So are all those tribes people going to be killed by giant snakes now?
Yes, they will be.
Fuck.
God damn it, John Boy, you had one job.
But I missed the sequel to this one. Maybe that answers that question. I don't know. I didn't see
it
the
doesn't.
sequel.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't.
Isn't there a
It's all
sequel
right.
with
It's all right.
Hasselhoff
Yeah.
in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So quick tangent. There is like 5 Anaconda sequels. There's the first one, which is about a orchid that could cause immortality. A group going out to find them. It's perfectly fine. And then we got part 2, 3, and 4, which are a duology. The first one has David Hasselhoff in it. So the government captured one of these giant anacondas and cybernetically enhanced it, and it becomes a cyborg snake, and it gets loose in the forest and starts hunting people. And it's up to a band of mercenaries led by David Hasselhoff to hunt down and kill it.
Ugh.
It is ridiculous.
It is. It's shite.
That sounds like an episode of Baywatch.
Yep.
What about the rest of it?
Don't you worry, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah. No, it's bad. It's entertainingly bad, but it's bad.
What was the latest one?
The latest one, I think, was a prequel about John Voight, but I could be wrong.
Wait, guys, hasn't it crossed over with fucking Lake Placid?
Yes, and there was also
Yep.
a crossover film with Lake Placid where the 2 series fight each other. It's
Wait,
also not very
didn't
good.
we cross over with Komodo too?
Maybe it might have, but yeah.
Trench,
Lake Placid versus
Trench, you're
Anaconda.
back. What's your thoughts on Anaconda?
Oh, it's great. You got John Voight being crazy. You got giant snake eating people, and fucking Owen Wilson is there for some reason, but he's good, so he can stay. And it's just awesome. It's better than Komodo. I used to think Komodo was better. Then I rewatched Komodo, and yeah, this is the better movie. But I like both.
Trenchy, I can tell we had the same style of upbringing when it came to movies because you're the only other person I know of that knows what the fuck Komodo is.
Komodo's awesome.
Komodo's
It's not just Anaconda, but it's awesome.
It's fun, yeah.
It's a bad sign when the later sequels are shot back to back. I think they were done in Romania. So,
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
there's plenty of classy movies done in Romania, Dan.
But Christian, did any of the snakes be bitten by rats that were cancer?
No, there was no cancer rat AIDS in any of the films, so I can't
Aw.
sadly. But it does become a cyborg.
Of course it does.
It becomes the T Snake 100.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, after that, let's move on. Based very loosely on the H.G. Wells novel, we have Food of the Gods, where the earth starts spouting up creamy spunk that animals eat and turn giant. Jane, Christian, have you seen this one?
This movie's fun as hell.
Yeah. This. But what is the stuff? Because
Earth semen.
is it Earth semen?
It's the semen of the earth.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
Whoa.
It's not the same stuff from the movie The Stuff, which is also about white substances that leak out of the earth that people like to eat.
Yeah.
Totally different. I like this one. You really
This
like
movie's
this one.
fun as hell. This movie is one of the better giant animal movies. I like this time. It's one of the better ones in my opinion. The effects hold up pretty well. There's a lot of really fun bits in it.
Would you even call it schlocky, or would this one be?
It's highbrow schlock is
Yeah,
what I
I
would
would-
classify it as. It's schlocky and stupid, but it's also like weirdly highbrow with how with some of the effects and some of the performances in it. So yeah.
In fairness, Christian, it's fair schlocky. The guy has to fight a giant cock. In fairness.
Yes, he does. He has to fight that giant cock, as we all do in life.
Nobody.
Sometimes you just got to fight that giant cock. And
No.
sometimes you lose to the giant cock and have to submit. Sometimes you win to the giant cock.
And
It's
make
just
it your bitch.
It's just how life goes, yeah.
No one has to ask what my favorite scene is.
Is it the bit with the giant cock?
Yeah. Because of course it is.
And Jen,
I love
Christian, any
these
standouts?
Marty.
Is that your standout scene? The scene with the giant cock?
Of course. Do you have to ask?
Hey, Marty, you shouldn't have to ask that question.
Look, I know I shouldn't, but I'm hoping beyond hope the answer is no, because my ego takes a hit.
No, it shouldn't.
Sorry, Jen.
I just said it shouldn't. Don't worry. Don't let your ego take a hit. It's good. It's all good.
Okay. Ethel, have you seen this masterpiece?
This one I've only seen bits and pieces of. I haven't actually seen it all the way through, but I have seen bits and pieces.
Would you think about checking out the whole thing, or from what you've heard so far, are you like, I'm staying away from this turkey?
No, dude, like, come on, Marty. You know me. I'll watch almost anything if it's cheesy.
Yeah, no, it's fun. There's giant bees. There's giant rats. There's giant maggots.
And a cock.
There's giant chickens, giant cock. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a giant cock. Speaking of, Trenchy, have you seen this movie?
No, but it sounds awesome.
It is.
Okay, Trenchy, I have a question for you, right? You wake up in the middle of the night, and at the foot of your bed is a giant cock, a dangerous giant cock. What do you do?
We've all been
I hope my cat sees it and is like fresh meat, and then watch as the giant cock runs away in terror as this cat is about to like go in on his ass.
Okay.
That's not always where you put giant cocks. Sometimes it is.
Tell me more about how the giant cock's going in on
So,
your ass.
Trenchy, what you're saying essentially is, you'd say, what Trenchy's saying is he would set his pussy on the cock.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, the pussy wants the cock, and they won't, and they're not having mine, so they can have the chicken or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay. Daniel, what's your thoughts on this movie, dude?
I've never seen it, so yeah, not much to say. I know one of the actors from 2.5 Men, but that's all I know.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's a fun movie. It takes itself a bit too seriously, I think. Definitely one worth checking out though. It's fun, it's schlocky, and it's okay. It's good crack. It's good crack.
And it's from high literature.
Well, H.G. Wells, very loosely based on H.G. Wells. So we've gone from that to this. Christian, do you know this one? Because I have not seen this one.
I love this movie. This movie's a classic.
Yeah. It's frogs. It's mutant frogs. Mutant frogs.
Well, see, the thing that always bugged me is the title lies, because it's more. The movie should have been called Swamp Critters or something, because the entire life force of the swamp wants to kill this family.
Well,
snakes, alligators, fucking muskrats, everything wants to kill this family.
Yeah, that just doesn't have a catchier title.
True.
The frogs are the leaders, though. They're like overseeing it all, like gang bosses. They're like, they remind me of the mafia. They're just watching all the hits and looking menacing.
That's true. And if one of them croaks, there's more to go around. See what I did there?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jen, you're lucky I love you. I'd have your ass off this stream in a fucking hot minute. Any standout actors or parts or anything?
Sam Elliott's in it.
Yeah, Sam Elliott is in it.
Oh yeah, he's a photographer or something, is he? I think he's a photographer. I'm not 100%
He is a
sure.
photographer, and it's the only movie I know of where he doesn't have a mustache. He's completely clean shaven in
Jesus.
the movie, and it's fucked up.
So you'd say he holds the movie together?
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it.
People will croak when they see it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
So hop on over to the video store. Get up.
I'm leaving. I am.
oh, Ethel, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her, Ethel. Please.
High five me,
Oh,
Ethel.
I
That
can't
was
think of it.
awesome. Are you getting hopping mad, Marty?
Oh, God. For fuck's sake.
Look at him. He's getting choked up with a frog in his throat. Jeez.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're a bad influence. You know that, Jen? You're a bad influence.
I know.
Have you seen this one, Ethel?
Actually, I don't know if I have. I feel like I've seen it, but I'm getting it confused with another movie I saw with a singing frog. I don't know if you guys have seen
What?
that one.
What?
Yeah,
Oh wait, the one where he wears the hat in the cave and he goes, "Hello, my baby." That's a good,
No.
good little movie.
No, there's another live action movie where this kid gets a frog and it can talk and it sings and it's Italian. And it sings and it's
Well, it's lucky it's not fucking French or it would have been fucking eaten.
I thought it was called.
I think
Just
you
be
saw
called
the Italian dub of the Muppets.
Wait, the frog has cholera?
What?
No,
What?
the frog doesn't have cholera. Frenchie, Jesus Christ.
I thought
Then he
she
might
had
croak.
cholera.
Stop.
If he has cholera, the frog might
Oh,
croak.
for the love of God, Jen.
Please. God. Stop.
My bad, I misheard.
Not you, her.
No. Well, you're okay, Trenchy. Ethel, what's this other movie about? This Singing Frog. Can you remember the plot?
Oh, God help me if I can remember the plot. All right, well, there's a kid, and he goes to school, and it's by a pond with a bunch of frogs, and he ends up catching one of the frogs, and apparently the frog can talk, and he becomes best friends with the frog, and the frog sings to him, and it sings about love. It sings amore in Italian. Oh, that's nice. That's so sweet.
Does it kill anyone?
No, it's just a happy little story.
Okay.
That's sweet.
I believe they use a rubber frog and a live frog in the movie.
Very cool.
No, I gotta check that one out. I gotta check that one out.
It's a weird movie.
Daniel, have you seen this one? Frog. Or the
No,
one
I-
Ethel was talking about even.
I think I saw one scene where some guy gets bitten by a spider, but I think that's about all. Yes, I haven't really seen it.
Okay. Trench, have you seen it? Have you seen Frogs? Trench? Oh, he's gone again. Jesus Christ. He's in and out like a fiddler's elbow. God.
Trenchie?
I hope.
Trench!
Maybe he's
Jen,
just
stop
swamped.
with coke jokes. I'm gonna go. Oh, Jesus. Christ Almighty. Aye. But yeah, like
Oh,
who's gone?
he'll be back.
Trenchy gone?
He'll be back.
Trenchy.
Yeah.
He'll come back. I'll let him in.
Yep.
Anything else notable, Christian, about Frogs? Just bar Sam Elliott's in it, or
And the mustache.
Not much. Sam Elliott's in it. He has no mustache, and it's a story about a jackass. I think he's an oil baron on his 100th birthday, which happens to be the 4th of July. And
it's a 4th of July.
and the swamp decides to kill him and his entire yuppie family. That's the movie.
I could have used this movie last month when we were doing 4th of July movies. God
I know
damn.
we meant to review it for 4th of July, but I didn't get back in time.
A missed opportunity. You should have been there, Christian. Should have been there.
I know.
Wait, we can do a deep dive. You can do a deep dive next 4th of July.
That's the plan.
Oh, Trenchy's back.
Is there a sequel to this?
Nope. Not that I know of. Kermit, Muppets Take Manhattan. That's the sequel.
Welcome back.
Oh my God, where's the swap woman?
Right. So, I'm going to let.
I need a sequel. Croaked. Yeah.
God damn it, all of you. I hate
I
all
started
of
it again. Yep.
The ribbit coming out of the steel.
Go on, Ethel.
I said the ribbits are really coming out of the framework tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Marty,
Okay.
get to the next movie, please, for the love of God.
Dan, do you want to take this one? Because this was made in your homeland.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I really love the concept. Yeah, just a whole bunch of sheep going on the rampage. Yep.
It's funny.
Okay, give us a rundown on how well it depicts New Zealand and what you liked and what you thought worked with it.
I haven't seen it for a while, so I can't give you an overview of the plot, but I think it's something to do with genetic engineering of sheep. Yep. Creates one big massive sheep in the end. Yep.
Trench, do you want to tag in from Daniel there and give your thoughts on Black Sheep?
Oh, this movie is fucking awesome. This is like one of the best killer animal movies, and because sheep are assholes, I've been saying this for a while. And in this, like a couple of PETA guys break in and they accidentally affect they're like they scientifically research sheep or something, and they let the sheep loose. But the sheep are zombie sheep, and they turned a man into a were-sheep monster thing. And all the sheep are just attacking people and ripping out their guts because they're zombie sheep, and the werewolf sheep's running around, and it's awesome.
Does the guy get turned into a werewolf sheep from fucking a sheep though? Or does he get bitten?
He gets bitten, but somebody does fuck a sheep in this movie.
Because of course.
Yeah, someone. I forgot about the sheep fucking. I gotta rewatch.
There's an ongoing subplot about finding out who's fucking the sheep. That's a ongoing subplot throughout the whole
I was
film.
ashamed of that. God.
Daniel, do you just want to do a PSA to say that this is not normal behavior for New Zealanders?
Yeah, this does not represent what goes on in New Zealand. So, yeah.
But you do know why people take sheep to the edge of the cliff, right? You do know why when they want to have sex with them. So the sheep will push back.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Daniel, it's okay, because like in Oklahoma, there was a serial goat molester who was running around molesting goats and like a few years ago, and the farmers were really mad because the goats couldn't get milk because someone kept molesting them.
Well, at least it happens in other
that
countries.
You know this
so,
information. Trenchy, I love that you know these.
Are you really that surprised, Christian?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. But I love Trenchy for the fact that he knows these things. He can just bring them into casual conversation, you know.
I keep my eye on the goats, man, and I was very worried about them, and I was hoping the serial goat molester would get caught.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Get brought to justice for all the bad things he's done.
God damn it!
I love that. That was beautiful, perfectly timed.
Christ
That
almighty.
was awesome.
I know that one was all sheer timing.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking, what have you done, Jen? What have you done?
You've ruined Ethel.
Damn it.
I do remember the special effects were like pretty good because they were done by Weta Workshops, which is
Yeah.
special effects place here in Wellington. So yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
they done Lord of the Rings and they done
Yep.
Con and stuff, right?
Yep.
They do good
They
work.
do great of the work, man.
Yeah, they really do. I'm always impressed by them.
Ethel, have you seen this one?
No, but I was hoping like it would be about cloned sheep, so I could suggest that the alternate title be "Hello, Dolly."
Oh, Jesus.
well, another could be a sequel. You never know.
But I guess I had the wool pulled over my eyes on that one.
Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ.
Jen triggered all this off.
I'm a kid. But so going on to one of my favorite kind of outdoor movies, and it's a new enough one. I know Christian's a fan of it, and yeah, this one kicks arse. This one I love. It's kind of a new one, Ethel. So have you seen it or have you missed this one, Ethel?
Which one?
Oh, is it not up on the screen?
There's no poster up.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
thinking. Oh, wait a minute. Did I black out?
Nope.
How about now?
Hold on. It's loading for me. It's just Troll Hunter. No, I've not seen Troll Hunter. No.
This movie is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Trench, do you want to give us a rundown on what Troll Hunter is about?
Oh, so there's these people and they find this guy that's like, oh, I hunt trolls out in some country. I think it's Germany.
Norway.
Norway. My bad. And so they go and they follow him, and then there's a bunch of trolls. And it's like a found footage film, and he like wears like this like armor, and he's like the troll comes out from under the bridge and like kicks him, but he's still alive. It's a great movie.
Oh.
Yep.
He hunts different species of trolls, and they kind of use the geography of Norway to kind of solidify the mythology. Basically, there's like power lines all around the certain valleys or all around cities because they act as electric fences to stop the trolls going in, and it's really cool, and it feels like you're watching a David Attenborough documentary in some parts. Like he goes over the different species of trolls and stuff. Christian, what's your take? What's your thoughts on Troll Hunter?
I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite found footage / mockumentary style films. I think it's fantastic. Like the trolls, the movie knows exactly how, like, because they're pretty much all CG. But the movie knows exactly how to hide the CG and shroud them in darkness and everything. It actually looked really damn good. The performances are all really good, and it has some pretty good humor in it. It's sprinkled out all throughout the film. But there's some pretty good jokes throughout the film too.
Yeah. I like how one species, its nose is essentially a dick.
Yep.
Its nose and there's a two-headed one. Dan, have you seen this one?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Oh, you got to check it out. Art, hey dude.
Hey Art.
Yeah.
Art.
Have you seen Troll Hunter?
No, I have not.
Okay. Yeah, no. If you get a chance, check it out. It's one of my favorite found footage movies out there, and it's pretty cool. They actually use an interview clip from the Prime Minister of Norway.
Yeah.
He's given out about trolls on the internet, but the way it's done, it sounds like he's bitching about the problems they have with trolls.
So and they Forrest Gumped it.
Oh, sorry, Art.
They Forrest Gumped it.
Yeah.
Or they
have the Secretary of Defense, the actor who plays the Secretary of Defense, just put into the corner, and he's like, "Oh fuck, don't fucking say that." But yeah, it's a fun movie, and if you get a chance, check it out.
Definitely.
It's funny, they actually have him leave that press conference because he has to pee because he drank too much Dr. Pepper. So it's a lot like Forrest Gump.
Okay, so next movie is another found footage movie, and I think it's awesome. I'm gonna see if Christian's seen this one. Christian and Jen, have you guys seen this one?
No, I
have
haven't.
seen the poster for this movie so many times, but I've never actually watched it.
Has anyone seen this movie?
I've just seen the trailer, but it looks intriguing. Yeah.
Wait,
I see the bio. I see the Biohazard logo. I see a Biohazard logo. Is this a biopic on Michael Bay?
No.
No, I've seen this movie.
Never seen it.
Trench, what's your thoughts on the Bay?
I'm not big on it, but it's a decent movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just not one I really like to watch. But it's not bad. It's actually very well made. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Essentially, this small town, their water supply becomes infected by creatures known as isopods, and these fucking things exist. What they do is they'll swim into a fish's mouth, chew its tongue out, and replace the tongue with its own body and eat the fish's food. But it starts happening to people because the isopods are actually affected by runoff from a chicken plant. The chickens are given steroids, and the chicken runoff and shit goes into the water and makes massive isopods. It's a fucking scary movie. It's really well done. And Barry Levinstein has kind of combined, like, the isopods getting so big, a lot of the plot elements are fairly scientifically accurate. So it's well worth checking out. Art, have you seen this one? No.
No, I hadn't seen this.
No,
Sounds good though.
It's pretty cool. If you get a chance, definitely.
What is the subject? What's the subject for today?
Nature fights back.
Okay, all right.
So I've kind of exhausted my list. Ethel, I'm gonna get some off you, and then I'm gonna get some off Daniel. Okay. So
Yep.
Is there any I missed, or is there any that you think we should bring up and chat about?
Well, there's The Edge, where a billionaire and his two companions are stranded in Alaska, and they're hunted by a Kodiak bear.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That has Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin, right?
Yep.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's also Day of the Animals. Did we mention
you said
that?
nature fighting back?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Lord of the Rings, where all the trees, fuck up the orcs and shit.
More kind of horror-y, more kind of horror thriller kind of type art.
More what?
More
Art?
horror kind of thriller.
Oh, horror. Okay.
Yeah. There's Day of the Animals. Did we mention that, or was that just out backstage?
I don't think we brought it up. What? Give us a rundown of that plot, Ethel.
Well, it's basically you got a group of hikers, and they find a forest that's chemically imbalanced, and it's got Leslie Nielsen in it, and the animals are pissed.
Yep.
I haven't seen that one. When did it come out?
1977.
Thought so.
Ooh.
Yep.
And any other crackers there? Animal crackers? You got?
Yeah, we got Long Weekend. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, that's the Australian one, right?
Yep. Yeah, the couple with a strained relationship, and they wander where they're not supposed to be, and they're just like trashing the place. Like, and this woman, she cracks an eagle egg for no apparent reason other than she's a bitch, and like the animals eat shit.
I think they did a remake, so I think I saw that one.
Yeah, Jim Caviezel is in it.
Yeah, that's.
The remake any good?
The remake.
Is it any good?
Yeah. The
So,
remake?
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, the
The
remake.
remake is shit. I thought the remake was shit.
Okay. I haven't seen the remake. There's another one. Fucking Phase 4.
I haven't heard that one.
I know
No,
that
what's
name.
that one about?
There's an ant colony in the desert, and it becomes
Yes.
violent.
That's
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you see?
I know that name. I was like, I knew that name. Yeah, I've seen this one before a long time ago on like the Sci-Fi Channel or something. I remember liking it.
Yeah. And of course, that brings us to the movie Ants. There's
Ooh,
an
I love
ant
it.
in there.
Is that where they're
which-
giant because of radiation, or is that no? That's them.
That's
I'm
them.
thinking of them. Sorry.
Ants. They got giant ants and ants too.
Yep.
Okay.
There's another
Which
one with
has Joan
ants.
Crawford.
Huh?
Does one of them have Joan Crawford, Ethel?
Maybe I can't remember, but because like
I don't remember her
but-
being in it.
there was ants, and then I think there's another one that's just called Fire Ants, where they're not giant, and of course then there's them where they are giant ants. Ants, guys, they're organized, dangerous, and almost smart. Almost smart.
Sort of.
Get your
Um,
giant magnifying glasses.
What, Ethel? What's the one with Michael Caine? Is it Deadly Swarm?
Yes,
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You get on the bees.
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix.
You gotta mention killer. You gotta mention Deadly Bees if you want to talk about bee movies. Movies with bees.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait, is that the one where the guy learns to speak to the bees, and he has to go to
He-
the UN?
No, that's the one where he's got the chemical and he's like injecting his horse with the chemical, and then there's like a pop star and she's staying on the farm, and his wife smokes cigarettes and she looks really gross, and like basically there's a creepy neighbor who also studies the bees, and like you're misled during the whole movie as to who is really controlling the deadly bees, and it's
Yep.
basically using bees to kill people with pheromones. Yeah.
These assassins.
Ah,
I bet everyone was a buzz about that.
I guess that's a movie with a sting in the tail.
Originally, they tapped B.B. King to do the soundtrack.
Oh. What? Oh, God.
They passed on Sting though. They wanted Sting for originally though.
Hey, Ethel, do you think when Sting dies, he'll be called Stone?
God damn it, that one shouldn't be good, but it was.
That was a buzz mole.
There's all speaking of bee movies, there's also Tsunami. It's about a tsunami of bees.
Oh,
Oh
I've
my
heard about
God.
that film.
Yeah.
I heard it.
I think
Oh,
I've
honey.
seen Zombie.
Yeah, there's Zombie too.
Yeah. Zombie. Oh, there's also Zombievers.
I fucking love Zombievers. Zombievers is way better than it has any right to
Or is
be.
that a porno zombie movie?
No.
It has
It's
elements.
almost.
It-
There's a like
Sensibility.
where, like a girl goes down on a guy and she turns into a beaver and bites off his dick.
Yep.
And like
And
All
then
right, I'll vouch for this movie.
Yeah,
That's
and
all I
then
need to hear.
you're also forgetting there's also they do the inverse scene where a girl's going down on another girl and she turns into a beaver as well.
oh,
Oh.
I get it, because they're lesbians.
Yep.
She went down with big beaver. Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
Not-
that's Academy Award-winning writing right there.
Beaver
That's
bites
pretty good.
beaver.
Beaver bites beaver.
Yeah. No, Zombievers is
You
way
could
better.
do you like dog fights or cock fights? You can do beaver fights. Pit beavers against each other.
Jesus.
That'd be fucked up.
Ed,
Hey,
Ethel,
Wally.
have you a couple more?
Let's see, what else have I got? We have mentioned Food of the Gods, mentioned Phase 4, Arachnophobia.
Yes!
Got-
Yeah, I was
Yes!
going to mention
No,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
out. I am out until
Yep.
we finish talking about this movie. I am out.
Have y'all mentioned Anaconda yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Y'all did?
Um,
Anaconda.
actually, guys, thoughts. Dan, what's your thoughts on arachnophobia?
I just saw it a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was great.
Fuck, love it.
Yeah, just trying to remember
John
some
Goodman?
scenes. It's really, really creepy. I have fear of spiders, so yeah, it really hit home for me. But I'm lucky in New Zealand we only have 2 poisonous spiders, so we kind of get off lightly there.
My friend once gave a citation that New Zealand is like Australia if Australia was civilized. I don't know. Was that do you vouch for that statement, Dan?
Yeah.
There's not quite as many animals that want you dead in New Zealand as in Australia.
Because we don't have any snakes, so that's another bonus. Yeah.
America has more dangerous shit than over there, then.
Yeah, wait, you guys know
Are we done with arachnophobia? Cool.
No,
Could have a Black
we're still
Widow in the
talking
house right now.
arachnophobia.
Okay, I'm going back to my hole.
But yeah, I loved a lot of
Is
the
it-
creepy scenes, especially when the lady, I think, tries to turn off the light switch and there's a spider.
John Goodman will save you, Christian.
Yeah, John Goodman.
Yay, thank you, John.
He'll
Goodman.
come in with the fucking tanks and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
and start spraying the.
Good
He's
old
the best
Delbert.
part of the movie.
Love it.
Ed, what's your thoughts on arachnophobia?
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I think it's a great movie. You know, and I like how they use real spiders in it, much like they did in Kingdom of the Spiders. I mean, they had some fake ones too, but especially there's a scene where the spider that's escaped meets a house spider, and they've filmed it, and they're just sort of like, doot, 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 doot. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. They're like talking to each other and like
Mhm.
gonna get it. Spider monkey.
Like,
And
I
Family
can't
Ties
believe-
is playing on the TV as well. In one
Uh-huh.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
one, that dude's an underrated actor. The dude from Dumb and Dumber.
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Daniels is good.
He should have been in a lot more serious things.
But,
Actually,
Jen,
it's
what's your
arachno-
thoughts?
on
What's
a-
your thoughts on arachnophobia?
My thoughts on arachnophobia is that this makes me the worst mother in the world because how old were you?
I was 5.
Yeah, and he'd seen stuff. He'd seen Hammer Horror and stuff. And
He'd seen stuff.
He'd seen stuff. And I honestly,
Stuff.
it never occurred to me that the little spider movie would freak the kid out so bad. To this day,
That movie fucked me up.
the kid has to check his shoes. And like he's just was freaking out. And to this day, he has a massive phobia of spiders. And I just thought, oh, he'll enjoy this. It's kids love bugs. Little boys love bugs and spiders. It made sense in my head. And the poor kid was just like freaking out.
Jen, what if some fucked up scientist made a tarantula cobra hybrid and it got loose in the house?
Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm already making that movie as we speak.
Then I guess
So
I would
wait.
have to get my ass to Ireland.
So it would be like a snake, but with tarantula legs and like a little tarantula face.
Jen
Yeah.
would just set the house on
That's
fire.
just a lizard with tarantula.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, that kill it. I would like get our posters out, and I'd get Christian to get his Transformers and Power Ranger shit out and Jake stuff, and then I just set the house on fire.
But
Well, like
it's nested in the walls. There's multiple ones coming out now.
The,
I
Thank
the
think
cool thing is,
Julian Sands played a great part as the insect or spider expert. You know, had a part in
Oh, yeah.
Warlock.
Julian
Oh, yeah.
Sands
Yeah.
podcast.
It was real good.
it could climb on the ceiling, and then it could drop down to the floor, and then it would like lift its legs up, and it could slither really fast after.
Ugh,
Imagine.
I don't like
Jen,
that
imagine
word.
you're-
I hate the word. slip.
Imagine you're in the shower and something like that is on like the shower rail.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be like a regular spider where the shower is like dangerous for it because it's a snake. So it would be loving it. It'd be like in there,
Yeah.
digging it, swimming around.
Hey, Christian,
Yes.
imagine you're on the toilet and one of
Oh,
them
don't
comes out
torture the
from
guy.
under the toilet bowl.
I'm going back to my hole now.
Spider.
Dan?
Oh, Sparky.
You need like a mongoose slash what eats spiders?
Cat.
Scorpions.
Cat.
Dirt
You would
daubers.
eat a
The
mongoose
wasp looking
scorpion.
things.
Mongoose scorpion.
You could set the mongoose scorpion after the spider snake.
Sort of. It'd be sort of like a trench. Trench. Would it sort of be like a Ricky Tikki Gargan?
Yes.
Jesus
Frenchie,
Christ.
we need to send this idea to Roger Corman now.
I'd still
Oh,
rather have
can we
John
do that?
Goodman.
Art wants John Goodman. You want a Ricky Dicky monster or do you want John Goodman?
I want John Goodman and his big ass canisters of poison.
Yep.
Oh, John
Thanks,
Goodman
Marty. I'm
can be a
never
pirate.
showering again.
Nice.
So, like,
Yeah, I love
Jen,
that. It's
He can be
great.
a pirate.
Jen, how bad do you prank Christian around Halloween time with the plastic and rubber spiders? Like, how bad is it?
I've
Like a 5,
I've
10?
never done that.
You've
Tim.
done it once.
I don't remember.
You did that one. You did that 1 year.
I
He
don't
remembers
remember.
it perfectly. It's scarred in his
Yeah.
mind. She doesn't even remember doing it.
Nope.
He
Done.
he
like,
he
so-
did a thing because there was a snake actually in the house in my stereo one
Yeah,
time.
it was like in the CD
Ah.
spinner for the stereo. It was coiled up where you put a CD in. It was kind of hilarious.
And I was screaming, and like the next day, it took like the whole night to get the goddamn snake out, and I was freaking out. I was no help to anybody. And like the next day, he got one of his little snake things
Rubber
and put
snakes,
it
yeah.
and put it right by my door, and I wouldn't go into my bedroom for like a couple of days. No, you're not.
What you do? What you do is you take his box of open cereal and you put the rubber spider in there, and then you put like a small handful of cereal on top. So like when he goes to pour it in the morning, it just jumps right out at him. That'll
Oh
give him
no,
a
it's
good
going
scare.
to give Jen ideas now.
Ethel, I'm going to kill you.
It'll be good. Kristen, it'll be good for you. It's therapeutic. You'll conquer your fear because you'll get used to it.
It's called aversion therapy.
Or you'll scare the fuck out of him, and he'll
Thank
jump
you,
up and
Lord.
break his leg. I can see him jumping up and breaking his leg, trying to get away from it.
Thank
It's
you,
just a
Art.
The only
joke.
sort of
Misery if that
the only
happened.
kind of small nitpick I had with the movie is when the doctor can remember something from being two years old. You know, having an experience with a spider.
Some
Like,
people can do that. I can
Yes,
remember
no,
stuff when
yeah,
I was that
But-
young.
it'd be very difficult to. Yeah.
Any more movies, or will I hand it over to Daniel? Ethel.
There was Piranha. Did we mention Piranha?
No.
No, that's a good one. Yeah.
It is.
Did y'all mention Jaws either?
Jaws.
We've been
Y'all
mentioning
mentioned
Jaws
I'm
this
trying
summer.
to stay. I'm trying to keep kind of forest, land-based creatures. I'm trying to, because we've kind of covered creatures from the ocean, right, Ethel? So
Yeah.
So birds wouldn't count then. Alfred Hitchcock's
Oh,
birds.
No, the
Birds
would
are
count.
land.
Birds
they're
would
in the
count.
sky.
do you want to save birds for next month?
Yeah,
You're
because then we
doing-
have next one.
Yeah.
You're doing from the
Yeah.
skies. It came from the skies. September, right?
Like next month it's all going to be
All right.
things that come from the skies and
No,
things that are
no
in the
one's
air.
still my answer then. Birds. No, I'm just fucking.
Okay. So Art's going to bring that up.
No, I'm fucking around.
Ethel,
I know it's-
will I hand it over to Dan? So have we covered all the basics on your list? Dan, is there anything we missed? Oh, sorry,
first-
Ethel.
yeah.
One.
I was just answering you. I think we've covered it. Let's move on.
Okay. Dan, have you any that we haven't brought up yet?
I've got one. It's called The Happening. So
Oh!
it's one about
That's a
With
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
nature with chemicals being released in the air. I thought that was actually for a lot of people make fun of it, but I thought the concept was good. It's just the actors that they chose and not making it as serious as it could have been. I think that
Mark
was the big,
Wahlberg sucked.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Are you going to
But no, I like the idea. It was just the actors they chose and some of the comedy moments I didn't think worked.
It wasn't a bad idea. Wrong
Yeah.
casting though.
Yeah.
Bad casting.
You heard this thing about the bees? It's crazy about the bees, isn't it, guys? Bees.
Oh, and the
Do
hot
you
dog
think
guy.
this has something to do with the beast that we talked about earlier? Conveniently, we're connecting together now.
Hey, look, Half Plant. We're just gonna come in here. We're gonna give
Yeah.
negative vibes.
That scene. Yeah, talking to a plastic tree. Yeah.
Fuck you all. I think
Mark
Wahlberg was good
Wahlberg
in
was
it.
trying to be so serious in those scenes too, like trying to harness his most dramatic, and it was just funny as fuck.
It was.
Fuck you all. He was awesome in it. I'm standing up for Mark
You
Wahlberg.
just want to fuck Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happened is a
You're
great
that
movie.
woman who thinks
Hey,
Fear is
Marty.
a romance film.
Yes,
Marty,
I
does she make you wear the Marky Mark underwear from back in the day? And do like the poses that he would do in the commercials? Or the underwear
That
ads?
woman, calm down. That's her hall pass.
I can see it. She probably got like a whole calendar of Marty.
It's a fun movie though. You do bring up a thing with the happening. It's imperfect, but
shit.
it's a good one. I would have never. That's a good choice to bring up
That's
because
actually a pretty good point to bring up.
No, it is a good point, Dan, because there is. Ethel, have you seen that one?
Yes, I have. And apparently, John Leguizamo has had a stroke.
Yep.
yeah, I know, really.
Jesus.
What the hell is with that? Is that women? Well, Matthew really
Like all those
enjoyed it.
percentages he was giving out.
But
And why does he care
uh,
about the relationship? I have so many questions about that movie.
Most people do.
You guys gotta work on your relationship. What?
Because that's who I want to be my relationship counselor. The fucking pest.
And
Oh,
how
Christ, I
soulless
forgot
was
about that
Elmer?
movie.
God.
Oh yeah. Oh.
he was a shit Luigi, and he was a shit Luigi then, and he's a shit Luigi now.
I actually don't think he was that bad of a Luigi.
Oh my god.
Mario,
He's
Oh, come on.
Mario.
And Bob
Luigi
Hoskins is a
Mario.
fantastic choice for Mario.
I'm happy his character died, so he couldn't give out any more percentage facts.
Yeah.
Like that.
Trench. Any other animal kind of attack movies that we've missed that you think we should have brought? Tell us about Komodo, actually.
Okay, I'll talk about Komodo. There's a couple I want to bring up besides that, but Komodo is a great movie. It's about this kid and his family go to this island every summer, and then one day his family are eaten by giant Komodos, and he gets very sad and depressed. And then years later, the psychiatrist thinks it's a good idea to take the little kid back to the island where the parents are brutally murdered so he can have closure. And then they are attacked by Komodos, and they have to fight to survive.
And are the Komodos CG? Are they kind of animatronic kind of puppets and robots? Are they real
they're
Komodos?
I think they're robots at some point. I don't know if they're real, but they're robots. And then there are CG moments, like when the kid builds a giant trap spike and impales one of the Komodos on the spike. It's like CG.
Any big actors or any people you can think of that are in it?
I have no fucking clue. Other people might recognize them. I didn't recognize anybody. But I like the guy that drives the boat. He was cool.
Yep.
Christian, can you think any of the actors in Komodo? You seen it?
Granted, I haven't seen this movie since I was like 10, so there could be somebody in there, but I can't think of nobody.
Go.
Daniel, have you seen Komodo?
No, haven't seen it.
Okay. Trench, any other kind of man versus nature movies?
Have you guys seen Cute Little Buggers?
I think?
No.
Maybe?
Okay, give us a rundown, sir.
Okay, so it's great. It's about puppet animals attacking people, but they're real animals, but they're played by puppets and stuff. And in the opening scene, a woman is attacked by a cat, and she throws the cat against the wall. But I guess they didn't have a prop cat, so they just threw a teddy bear against the wall and just made you like. So they just gave up and threw a teddy bear, and then they're like, they'll never realize. And then there's a scene where a bunch of giant moose heads are coming through a cabin wall, and they shoot them with shotguns, and their heads explode in the blood. It's
Holy shit,
amazing.
I have seen this movie. You just struck a memory with the moose head thing. Holy shit, I have seen this movie.
Trenchy, I have a question. I have a question
Yes.
about this movie. Do the puppets have sex?
Oh,
Not
God.
that I
Can you
know
wait
of.
till Saturday? Can you wait till fucking Saturday, woman?
Just thinking
Hey.
if they do, we can do a double
She
feature.
wants to get down to brass tacks. She needs to know the important stuff.
I
It's a great
just want to be
movie, though.
thorough. So there's
Do
no
the squirrel
puppets.
puppet stuff? I don't think so.
Is there puppets?
I don't remember it. I literally just remembered this movie because
I think Marty might be on the Panadol when he gets off.
I know.
Marty's the only sex puppet around here.
That's true.
Fuck you, Art. Fuck you.
we all were thinking it.
And you dance to her fucking will. You're a sex puppet.
I look. This is an equal relationship, right, Jen?
Exactly. I love that you had to ask me though. That kind of proves it.
Yeah, that kind of-
Exactly. It's equal, isn't it?
60-40.
No,
It's equal, right?
It's equal. I just wanted to, in case there was, if it was puppet sex, then we'd have to throw it into with next Saturdays. I just want to be thorough. Just me being thorough.
I'm not
It's
looking forward to
Sure will.
Go on, Ethel.
Oh,
I said it's journalistic integrity. She's just trying
Thank
to
you.
keep it on.
Thank you. See,
It's worth
that
watching,
gets
though.
me. It sounds amazing.
But what was I gonna say? Trenchy, any other movies?
I actually got two more. I thought of another one. Frozen, because that has two types of nature trying to kill you: the snow and the weather and the wolves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that
Great
movie.
then Cujo.
That's what I was thinking of.
Cujo, definitely.
Oh, I was getting confused with that other Frozen movie, and I'm like, wait,
No,
Completely different person.
So,
No,
Ethel, you should really let that movie go. You should really let that movie go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jen! For
no.
fuck's sake! just turn back and close the door on that joke, okay?
Wait, no.
Arr.
One Trench, you okay?
That movie is overrated. Tangle is better, but
I am with you. Yes.
I think you both should just let it go.
Oh my god.
Let it go. Let it
Ben
go.
Grimm says there's a movie
Sex
called
puppets
Stanley.
never borrowed Marty
It's like
anyways.
Willard, but with
Probably.
snakes.
Yes, it's a Willard knockoff. It's not very good.
Would the
Have
Predator
you guys
count?
seen a movie with Ron Perlman called Primal Force?
Have you seen it?
What the fuck is
No.
Marty? I know it's not, but please tell me this is a movie about Ron Perlman creating a task force of animals to fight terrorism.
Congo?
No.
Oh.
No. But basically, this fucking senator's daughter, her plane crash lands on an island that was designed for a genetic game preserve where people could hunt super smart animals. And they made the baboons that's on the island super smart. They got loose and killed everyone. So this hunky guy goes to Ron Perlman and is like, hey, you were in charge of this island at one stage. We need to go there and rescue the senator's daughter. And he's like, I ain't going fucking back.
I remember this.
Yeah. Art.
Yes.
And they go to the island and like they start lifting lines from other movies. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, basically the senator's daughter's with a fucking real estate agent, and they were supposed to buy the island, and she's like, we can't. There's killer animals on it. The real estate agent's like, oh, it's okay. We could just nuke the site for Warburton.
Was it one of those
What the
sci-fi
fuck?
movies? Was it one of those made for sci-fi movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's fun.
Huh,
It's
yeah,
fun.
it was. It was.
It's like
It's
but
kind
real
of
estate
like
agent-
Congo with the monkeys.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
God.
Congo except super cheap. But like
Yeah.
the real estate
No,
agent
Russell?
going, oh, we can nuke the site from orbit, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to mention Congo.
They're just
Yeah.
monkeys. You don't gotta nuke it.
But they could have Motava virus.
I can see where I'm
actually,
from. We gotta nuke them.
Actually, Daniel brings up a good point. Daniel, go on. What were you saying about Congo?
I just thought Congo, though it's an adventure, it does have some horror elements. You know, obviously the killer apes and the eyeball.
And
That
Congo's good. I
gets
like
thrown at
Congo.
the other guys.
It does have Joe Don Baker in it, so that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's got Bruce Campbell, Joe Don Baker, Ernie fucking Hudson, Laura Linney,
Tim
and
fucking Curry.
As a Russian,
I haven't seen it in
Oh, yeah.
years.
Who
and the
has
best line ever. Stop eating my sesame cake.
Yeah.
I love that.
Huh.
It's got the talking monkey. It's got the talking monkey.
Hey, yeah, the
Imagine-
Amy gorilla.
Yeah, she sounds like Elmo though. She sounds
I
like-
remember
imagine if she got really
the
horny.
drone machine guns that were automatic.
Yeah,
Like they had them on
like
turrets.
The aliens. They had the fucking
Yeah. I remember
the
that was fucking cool.
sentry
I-
guns.
I reenacted
I love
that
the
when I was a
martini
kid.
scene.
But Laura Linney cutting up the killer apes with a laser.
Yeah.
But I always imagine, right? If okay, so your one is bonded. The young female gorilla is bonded with her handler, and it's actually been known sometimes to like gorillas have been known to be attracted. Female gorillas have been known to be attracted to males. So I'm like, Amy, horny, want Daniel's penis. Amy, horny.
Oh,
That'd
God.
be fucking hilarious.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, shit.
And she's the deviant for asking if puppets fuck. She's the deviant, apparently.
Well, I am
And-
because you know when Marty was saying that, I was just thinking, well, you know, don't knock it till you try it.
That's like that fucking dude who wrote the memoirs about his
Christian,
relationship with a
Christian.
dolphin.
Christian, Black Widow in Christian's boxer shorts. Black Widow in Christian's boxer shorts.
Or a brown
I'll
recluse.
save you, boy.
Hey, you got ScarJo over there?
She's busy suing Disney. Art, can you think of any more animal, kind of wild animals versus people movies?
Does it have to be a completely realistic animal?
Go on,
Have you
give it a
seen
shot.
The Descent? The Descent.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good. Actually,
Oh, that's
yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Very good.
throwbacks. They're kind of
Yeah.
throwbacks to humans.
Yeah. Like unevolved, like they've lived in there, so they got super good vision.
Yeah.
But they can't see anything. The people. Yeah, it was good. The
Like-
sequel kind of sucked, but the first
Oh,
one
the
was
sequel
good.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethel, come back to us.
Ethel, come back.
Come back to me.
And I
Actually, since you're going down that line, Art, the creator also done another cool kind of horror movie set in the woods, Dog Soldiers,
Dog soldiers.
and Art's gone as well.
Mm-hmm.
losing everybody.
Oh.
Fuck you, I hate dog. He refused to stay here for Dog Soldiers. He's like, fuck you, Marty. Fuck Dog Soldiers. I fucking hate that movie.
You don't like Dog
is
Soldiers?
great.
Oh, I love Dog Soldiers. I was referring to Art. He's like, fuck you, I'm out. No, I love
There's
Dog
Ethel.
Winter's really
One of
good
my favorite
too.
movies.
Arr, But yeah, no, I think we've covered all the basics in nature versus man movies.
There is a snake movie. There's a snake movie called Rattled. I think TBS did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh.
it's about
Oh.
rattlesnakes, like a developer. They're making
Snakes
like
on a plane.
yeah,
Yeah.
snakes on a plane. Although that's kind of man-made.
That's more Terror from the Sky territory.
yeah, that could be that would be a good one.
Oh,
But Jim
there's a
was talking
term.
about rattlers, right?
Yeah, I was talking about rattlers, like the development, and they fuck with they're fucking with nature, and they blow up their
Oh.
den that they're in, and all these rattlers come into these fancy houses and kill everybody. It's not good, but it's glorious, and it does have one of my favorite scenes with the snake that's like coiled up somewhere, and it jumps and embeds it
Oh,
into
yeah,
someone's
that's-
neck.
Did anyone say Lake Placid yet?
No.
Because
No.
Lake
No.
Placid's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that.
Lake Placid's pretty cool. I
Lake
keep
Placid-
on
oh.
forgetting that's. Oh, sorry, Ethel, go on.
Like he can go on the ground and in the water.
All right, you just reminded me because of Lake Placid, you got alligators. There's the movie Alligator, but even more so than that, which is pretty much directly related to this. How can we forget Swamp Thing?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
there.
the one bad guy monster was pretty fucking scary at the end.
Razorback.
Yeah,
I
it's
told
I
you
was
about
actually saying
Razorback.
to mention that. Yeah, I love Razorback.
Oh, Prey. Prey's a good one with the lions.
Yeah.
oh
I don't
yeah,
think I've seen that.
yeah.
Yo, Trenchy, is that the one I told you about? Where Megan Fox is a commando and they're being hunted by lions?
No,
Megan Fox as a
No,
commando.
no,
Can you
no.
imagine?
It's the one
Is it Kevin
earlier
Bacon?
than that where a stepmother and two kids get stuck in a car on a safari, and the guy is murdered, and they have to survive this lion attack. They're trapped in this car with no keys, and these lions are like outside.
Okay, it's not a horror movie directly, but it's horrifying. And Melanie Griffith nearly lost her scalp
Oh,
and her
Roar.
face.
Roar. That's a great.
Roar. Ethel, have you
Roar.
seen Roar?
Oh,
I have not seen Roar.
that movie is
So,
fascinating.
bit of a backstory. Melanie Griffith's mother and father had a game preserve, and they had over 100 lions on this game preserve. And like,
Holy shit, that's a lot of
Yeah.
lions.
100 lions, 12 tigers, an elephant. I think they had a couple of springboks, and like there's a bit where he's driving his car, and there's a fucking lion in the passenger seat trying to eat his face, and he's like, and it's Melanie Griffith nearly lost her face,
Yep.
Mhm.
and then
Oh.
nearly went bankrupt making the movie. If you get a chance, definitely check it out.
It's really good.
It's fascinating to watch. Yeah.
Now, I got three. I got three, all involving rats. You got Willard, you got Ben, and you got the movie Rats.
Rats.
Oh,
books are great.
Night of Terror, which it's unofficially actually part of the Bronx Warriors unofficial trilogy. My
Yeah.
favorite line in that is your one from Demons going to the guy who's trying to work on the computer. She goes, "You get that working, I'll make you pregnant." And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's also Deadly Eyes, which is a remake of a book called Rats from James Herbert.
Yeah.
Scatman Crothers is in it. Scatman Crothers is in it, and it's basically giant rats after eating corn filled with steroids get loose in New York
Oh
subways.
yeah, that
The
movie.
book's a trilogy, isn't it? The series it's
Yeah,
in.
there's Rats, Domain, and give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you know, Deadly Eyes is really fun because there's actually for the giant rants, there's one point where they're running up a New York subway station and they didn't know how to do the effect otherwise, so they made a bunch of rat costumes and put them onto like tiny wiener dogs and just sent them running. So it's a bunch of tiny wiener dogs in rat costumes running down the subway. It's super fun.
They did a similar trick with the movie Giant Shrews or Killer Shrews.
Yeah, they did.
Jen, there's Rats, Domain, and Lair. And there's a fourth one that's a graphic novel called The City,
I
where
didn't know there
London
was a
is
graphic
taken
one.
over, and the
Well-
rats have evolved into humans.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know there
Rat
was a
bastard!
Ben Grimm brings up
You
a good
dirty
graveyard
rat.
shift.
You killed my brother.
I liked, Graveyard Shift fucking kicks arse because I like that
Oh
fucking
yeah, that's a good
looking
one.
bat thing.
That thing was fucking nuts.
And
It was good.
Art, do you remember Brad Dorff as the Vietnam vet
Yeah.
exterminator?
With the fucking rat terrier dog
Yeah.
kills rats. Fuck yeah. Eat them for
And
breakfast.
and
The
we mentioned it
graveyard
earlier.
shift.
mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again just because it was one of the first DVDs I actually owned. Was the movie Bats?
Oh yes.
I love
Is
that.
that the one with Lucy Lawless and Lou Diamond Phillips?
Yes.
Yes.
Bats is so much fun.
It is fun, and it's by a writer I cannot remember his name, but that was how I discovered the writer, and I liked his stuff.
Yeah.
He did a lot of stuff similar to Bats.
Yeah, Bats is fun.
It's gonna bug me.
Guys, everyone talks about Crawl, but there's a movie very much like it that came out a couple of years before called Burning Bright.
Yes.
It's about a girl and her autistic brother trapped in a house during a hurricane with a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's fun.
But my favorite part is the beginning with Meatloaf going, "How dangerous is this tiger? Let me tell you something, buddy. This tiger is so vicious and evil. It jumped out of its cage and killed Prancy, the prettiest pony in the circus. So yeah, buddy, you could say this tiger's pretty vicious."
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh!
Meatloaf.
Speaking of Meatloaf,
Oh, God.
there's the episode of Masters of Horror about killer raccoons with Meatloaf in it.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a good episode.
Meatloaf is like, he runs this company that's fur traders, and he hires people to go kill a giant family of raccoons because the fur's so nice, and the spirits of the raccoons come back and get revenge on Meatloaf and kill everybody. It's super fun.
Fuck yeah. Hot patootie, bless my soul.
Yep.
Yep.
I really love that rock and roll.
Dan, any other ones, dude?
No, I think we've gone through them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, I'm gonna round it up at the 2 hour mark. So we got 20 minutes left. Jen, Christian, what's next on the agenda with you guys?
We're gonna be busy. We're working on stuff for October, and we've got to do separation. That's when it'll probably this week.
There's probably some movies, some newer releases, but we might be quiet for a little while because we're getting ready for October and 31 days to Halloween.
And I'd also like to plug one more time, people. This coming Saturday, join us on my channel for Marty and I, the Trash Picture Show, and I will be doing Trash Fire Cinema, and it's on my channel. And I picked the movie. And in case you guys haven't known, the movie will be, let's say it with me, Marty, Let My Puppets Come. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Oh God, and fucking deed. Dan, what's next for you? Have you any reviews or stuff coming up, or unboxings?
I wanted to do one on the top 10 horror movies, but other than that, I did want to give a shout out to a channel, YouTube channel called Off the Shelf Reviews. Two guys in England, Ian and Gary, cover retro movies, gaming reviews. So really good guys, and awesome channel.
I'm gonna leave a link to your channel in the description, Dan. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So you're doing the top. When do you hope to do the top 10 horror one? When should people keep an eye out for it?
I'm wanting to do it in the next couple weeks. So yeah.
Very cool.
Okay.
You make awesome content, dude. By the way.
Yeah, I
Really
like
do.
it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool. Ethel, what's next on the agenda?
Oh, this Friday, guys, we got watch along. We're going to be doing Hercules Against the Moon Men.
Yes!
And
Hercules!
it's going to
Is
be
there
great.
room? There's room
Italian
up
class. Oh yeah, totally. Art.
Oh,
And,
nice spot.
Trench, any other? Oh, wait,
Huh?
hold on 1 second. Wait 1 second before I move on to Trench. Ethel, so you're taking over September. So what can people expect for September? Sorry, I was kind of very.
Well, for September. Oh no, you're cool. You're cool. Give me a second to get my roster out here, because for September we have got another theme thing going on. If I can get the damn list, it's on here somewhere. Here it is. Got my list right here, guys. Sci-Fi Sunday, September. We're gonna have Terror from the Skies. We're gonna have Wild Weather. We're gonna have It Came from Outer Space. And we're gonna have It Travels Through the Air. It's all stuff in the sky, all stuff in the clouds, guys. It's gonna be great.
But keep your heads out of the clouds, people. Don't get spaced out.
Enough.
Don't get spaced out, people.
Jesus
I
Christ.
already am. It's too late.
Trench, what's next for you?
Oh, I don't know.
Any luck with that anime tag?
Huh? Oh, I have the paper somewhere. I just gotta find it again. I lost it. So I'm gonna re-find it. But I will get it done eventually.
Cool beans. No rush. I thought that. And there's nothing else. You have no more reviews or no more TV shows or cartoons or series you want to review?
I just review shit when it comes. Like, I'm rewatching Avatar right now, so maybe if I finish that, I'm gonna do an overview or like top 10 episodes or something.
And yeah, so I'm basically doing stuff with Jen. So on Saturday we're watching Let My Puppets Come.
Hey Marty, do you want to tell people what it's about?
Okay, so apparently the mafia were involved in a Ponzi scheme, so they decided to make a puppet porno, and Jen found this, and Christian's such a killjoy he won't watch it with her, so I have to watch it.
Nice.
All right, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, also, one thing I am looking forward to in the coming months is a really fucking cool review. Glenn Danzig's new Death Rider. It's a collab between Christian and Antro. Really looking forward to that. It's going to kick ass.
Murder this man.
Like, it makes sense.
It does.
You have Christian, who's Glenn Danzig's biggest fan, and you
Fuck
have Antro,
you.
who's a vampire cowboy. This has been in the pipeline for a while.
I will happily be called Fred Durst's #1 fan. I will own that, but I will never be called Glenn Danzig's #1
Well,
fan.
you said to me you're excited. You're more excited for Death Rider than Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for a lot of movies than Halloween Kills, so that's not saying much.
Yo, he's just fronting with you guys. He's super looking for him and Fiend. It's just they're so excited.
Trenchy, how excited are you looking forward to Christian and Antro's review of Death Rider?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
You should let Trenchy come in on it too.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, see? Everyone sees it but you.
Art, how excited are you for Antro and Christian's review of Death Rider, the sexy cowboy western vampire movie?
I'm stoked.
Stoked. Ethel, the Glenn Danzig classic in the making, Death Rider, reviewed by Christian and Antro. How excited are you?
It's a dream team up. Come on, guys! Like we're waiting for this review. You got the talent of Anthro. You got the talent of Christian. You put them together. Magic's gonna happen. It's gonna be a good review. We all look forward to it. And
it's essentially the PB&J of reviews.
It's gonna be orgasmic. Is what it's gonna be.
I'm going to kill you, you Jamaican fuck.
Dan-
You can't kill
Dan-
him.
Daniel, how excited are you for the Death Rider combo review of Christian and Antro?
I'm more excited for the Make My Puppets Come.
Thank you.
Jen's sort of been promoting it quite strongly. So
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
See, people are. I told you, Marty. People were gonna watch.
Well, I hope you're excited in a regular way and not in a like fucking geeky kind of way. I hope you're excited in a way that doesn't require tissues. That's
Why
all I'm gonna
can't they
say.
be excited in both ways?
Yeah, yeah, Marty. Why can't I? Don't repress me, brah. Don't repress me.
Well, I'll tell you
Marty,
something.
don't ruin
Yeah.
my fun, Marty. Please.
Look. Okay, I don't doubt that the Let My Puppets Come review will be fantastic. But the minute Antro and Christian do the Death Rider review, all fucking bets are off.
Yeah, that's
No
true.
one better do a review that week because it's just.
I'd love to
almost-
see the view count after a month. How
Yeah.
much it goes up.
It's going to be
Like-
fucking insane.
10 million views or something.
Yeah. You'd be trending.
You're not my dad.
God.
So I'm late, so like Marty has to marry me because he's Irish and all that. So.
What?
Ethel, would you be opposed to me and Jen using your kind of voting method to pick what we review for Trash Fire Cinema?
No, it's hey, I don't own it. Go for it, dude. Do it up.
I think, or like, which do you think, the leapfrog picking or the voting, Jen? Which would you prefer to do?
Voting, although the leapfrog would be fun.
I think voting probably would be better.
Yeah, voting would probably be best.
Voting's always good because you get like people involved in what you're doing. Or at least that's what I try to do. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no one can stop us from doing Let My Puppets Come. It's a thing.
Jen, you know what? The next 3 movies we'll pick ourselves, and after that,
Cool.
we'll let the voting.
Cool. That'll be good.
So guys, it's coming up on the hour mark. I'm going to finish it off here. Big thanks to my gorgeous lady, Jen, and her fantastic son, who I cannot wait for the Death Rider review. Yes, him and Antro. Also, big thanks to DMC Campbell. Please check out his channel. I'll leave a link to it below. Also, big hello and thanks to Art for joining in. Also,
You're welcome.
Ethel, as always, a big staple of the show and a big contributor to the series. Check Ethel's channel out if you haven't. 13 Originals. She hasn't reached 100 yet, which boggles my fucking mind. Hey, I think Ethel's on 88 subs. Can we get 12 more fucking subs? 12 more to sub this lady because she deserves it. And also,
she deserves a lot more.
She fucking does way more. And also,
Damn straight.
Fucking,
Damn
sorry,
straight.
Art.
Damn straight she does.
And also, the legend, the absolute sex symbol himself, the soulless trenchcoat.
No.
Yes.
You
You are.
You're
No.
You are.
Hey Martin, could you review all of the Leprechaun movies, please?
Oh motherfucker!
You didn't go there. He's
going
gonna end up banning you for that shit. He's gonna end up banning you for that shit.
Especially the second one. It's my favorite.
But the
so,
Leprechaun.
yeah.
Oh jeez.
I need a fucking shower after reviewing those. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Wait, you're going?
As we
Bye-bye.
all know, Leprechaun Origins is the best one. Isn't that right, Marty? Goodbye,
Yes, it
everyone.
is.
Never
It's the most
forget.
fucking accurate.
Never forget,
More
Leprechaun
mythologically
Origins is the
accurate.
best one.
Right. I'm out
No,
of here.
fuck
Bye.
Later.
Yes.
Bye.
Stay fresh.
Cheers.